Hey everyone, welcome to the show, episode 40, Hawthorn Draft Chats. So welcome to my special guest, Dani.
Hi Michael, thanks for having me on. I'm a mighty Hawthorn supporter, very proud and passionate.
So there you go, she was a former guest, she did the Hawthorn Trade Chats. So welcome back to the show,
Yeah,
Dani.
thanks. Thank you.
And we're going to talk about Hawthorn's draft haul that they got this draft season. So
And I'm pretty happy and pretty excited about them.
absolutely. So we'll start off with pick 20, Cameron Nahn. Pick 23, Aiden Schubert. Pick 34, Jack Dalton. Pick 56, Matthew Laray. And also in the rookie draft at pick 12, Oliver Greavves. There you go. So, and we'll just round out your supplementary players. And you had a question you wasn't quite sure.
Like why do they have them and how does that come about? Like, it's not a real lot of talk about it.
Yeah, so essentially it's a vacant spot on the list that clubs have, either through injury or other types of vacant spots on the list. But yeah, particularly through injury, so clubs have those extra train-on additions. So they've got to earn a spot on the list essentially. So that's Brodie McLaughlin, Flynn Perez, and Ethan Stanley. So they're the three guys duking it out for the last spot on the Hawthorn list. So you'd
I'll go ahead
with first player.
Pick 20, Cameron Nahn for the Hawks. He's 18 years, comes from South Australia, played for Central District's SANFL team, if no one knows about that. His height, 189 centimetres. Position, he's a medium forward who can push up to the wing. Known for his versatility, strong overhead marking, plays taller than his height, accurate goal kicking and elite endurance. He recorded 6.13 in the 2K time trial and 2025 National Draft combined, 4th overall, so pretty good. Kicking 22 goals in 13 games and averaged around 20.5 disposals when moving to the wing. Breakout moment, he kicked 7 goals for South Australia in the under-18 National Championships against WA, described as a steal of the draft with expectations he will contribute to a dynamic forward and potentially develop into a midfield role due to his running capacity and skills. We're watching this and he looked pretty stunned.
Yeah, that he got drafted.
Yeah, he got drafted for Hawthorn. And also, Hawthorn's already given him number 22. I wear, obviously, my number on my back of a player, and Luke Bruce is always been my number. I've always just thought he was just the best of the best of the best. And Hawthorn's expecting a lot from him.
So yeah, they don't just
because he's only just started. He hasn't even played a game, and they're already giving him a Luke Bruce Guernsey. So they've got full potential with him.
I know.
I'm excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I know they've got Connie McDonald maybe moving more into a midfield role. Yeah. So they can play this bloke at the half forward or potentially on the wing spot.
Yeah.
And he's pretty excited. I think
I think it was
shock and
wasn't
awe sort of thing when he got drafted.
Like we were watching the whole draft, and I know I was on edge thinking, okay, well, Hawthorn was all out for a mid. Where's the mid?
Yeah.
And we're coming up to them. So
so he's a part of the South Australian undefeated championship.
Where did you have him?
Under 18 side. I had him quite high. I think he was in the top 15, I think.
Okay.
In the end, so he was in the top 20 to 15 sort of mark for me.
Yeah.
He arguably was the best half forward in the actual draft. So if you look at my South Australian Draft Talent podcast I did recently, that I cover him a bit in there.
Okay.
But not only that, his ability and work rate to work back with the ball kicking over the back, and then him running onto it, the high work rate that he has.
Yeah.
He did quite well, and marked the ball quite well, running back with the fly and he has good goal sense around him. Obviously, kicking the 7-goal haul that he had, and I'll just quickly sort of go through what I sort of have him. He's a medium forward, capable of playing above his height, a good finisher, and a great overhead mark for his size. You mentioned about the 7-goal haul that he had. He had impressed with 22 goals for Central District and also 14 straight bottom age appearances. So yeah, he went on to be a part of the SANFL 18 under 18s Bulldogs grand final team that year, and went on to produce one of his earliest star turnouts, putting 5 majors in the annual SANFL fixture showcase game. Yeah, he went on again to kick 22 goals in Central colours from 13 appearances. He was only held goalless just twice out of them, but bagged 3 hauls of 4 and had a consecutive 30 disposal outings that made him be, a great player and had a lot of recruiters looking at him. So yeah, he got into the Bulldogs reserve side for one single appearance where he managed to have 16 disposals, 6 inside 50s, and also a goal to go with that experience. Also earns himself a national draft combine. He grew up on a cattle farm and a sheep farm in Freeling, and also, he's from Adelaide, obviously just outside of Adelaide. Found love for the game. He supports the Crows. Unfortunately, Dani's brother's favourite team. And also, Logan models his game on Logan Morris, who's Brisbane's premiership key forward, centre forward essentially, or third forward in line for the height, and also Ashton Moy, who's Carlton product from Gunnell. So yeah, former SANFL under 18s player, and so that's who he models himself on.
Sounds like we've done a good job there, I think.
Yeah. His strengths are kicking, leading patterns, overhead marking, running capacity, scoreboard impact, versatility, and consistency. So essentially, kicked 22 goals, 7. So his accuracy in front of goal is important. And like you mentioned, he ran 6 minutes 13 in a 2 km time trial, 4th place. So got the gas tank to run. I'm pretty happy with that. That covers him quite well.
Should go on to the next player, Aiden Schubert.
Yeah.
He's an exciting tall forward ruck prospect. Hawthorn picked him up at pick 23 in the AFL draft. 18 years of age, played for Central Districts, another mate of Cameron there. They were both pretty excited. Like Cameron was watching it, and he just
when he got drafted. That was
pretty
cool moment, celebrating.
He's an elite tall forward who can pinch hit in the ruck, known for his strong overhead marking, often described as the best in the draft, clean hands, goal kicking ability, forward endurance, aerobic capacity, standout traits. Recorded 6.21 in the 2K time trial, so he came 8th overall for a big guy. He kicked 28 goals in 13 games, won the SANFL MVP award. He can rack up hit-outs and clearances when rucking, peaking 35 hit-outs in just one game alone. He played a key role in South Australia Under-18 National Championship, earning All-Australian selection as full forward. He kicked 10 goals in 4 games. Potentially a genuine key forward and ruck support, and his strong contested marking and ability to kick goals. So this one, pick 23, and it looks like he's going to be eventually a Chol replacement to me.
Yeah, absolutely. So he was rated quite highly. Obviously winning the full forward honours in the All-Australian side. My former coach at Port Adelaide, so my Guernsey over there, just right there. That Guernsey right there, I went through Port Adelaide and having the ability to play at Port Adelaide under Tony Bamford. So Tony Bamford is the South Australians under-18s coach, and he's a smart man. So he got them to be undefeated, and so he put in the newspaper, in the Advertiser, wrote an article about the players, and what he mentioned about Schubert is that he is a tall forward who can clunk it, quite similar to Riley Thilthorpe. So as you know, Riley Thilthorpe's the big key forward for the Crows. So that's high praise.
Yeah, living in Adelaide, you sort of only hear about Crows anyway. So
on my team. But he was rated very highly. So Riley Thilthorpe went at pick 2 in his draft year. So yeah, for this guy to slide down to that late in the draft, that pick, I had him in my top 10.
Yeah.
So, and he was rated highly through Tony. So,
is there anything else you'd like
great
to add?
praise. Yeah, I'll just quickly add in. So yeah, obviously his time being 8th for his height is really good.
Yeah.
That's a great trait. I was one of the fit tall lads, and for him to run that time is absolutely stunning. That's a great time to run. So yeah, he was in Central District's under 16s flag in 2023, and he also had a basketballing background. He also represented South Australia in the basketball at under 16s and under 18s level, so standing at 198 centimetres. Yeah, he had to choose obviously between the two sports. He chose football, so well done, mate. That's a great trait to have. And also he was just had one game in the reserves before being selected in the Bulldogs league side for the elimination final. Despite the side going down, he had a great game with 4 marks, 2 contested and a goal. So yeah, got to play SANFL finals against men. So yeah, he's obviously going to put a bit more weight on.
Awesome.
So yeah, he kicked 28 majors from 12 appearances, booted multiple goals on 8 occasions, 3 bags of 4. Also seen him take out the SANFL Under 18s MVP award, so he's the best player in the SANFL Under 18s. Yeah, he did. Yep. So yeah, so that all that together with the All Australian full forward, as you mentioned, all that together to me makes him the best tall forward.
Yeah. Well, that's what
the best him. Full forward. So it's the best centre forward was Mitch Marsh.
Got him, and then we still hadn't picked up our mid, so I was panicking a bit. I must admit.
Yep.
So, do you want me to get on with the next one?
I'll just quickly mention his strengths and aerial ability, competitive nature, contested marking, mobility, reach. Obviously, he's at his height. He has, and also scoreboard impact. Just needs to work on composure and kicking. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. He did quite well the contested marking against all the national championship teams, so he did quite well. He also averaged 4 clearances per game for his size, so yeah, he had the ability to play in the second ruck, which you mentioned. That's what he does, pinch hits in the ruck. When he was in the ruck, he went down back and clunked a few defensive key marks. So he definitely has the ability to play both those roles. Averaged 4 clearances, so he's a second sort of ruckman, a second midfielder when he's in the ruck. So that's good. So you can add that to his bow. Kicked 28 goals, 21. So maybe just needs to be a bit more learning to kick a bit more straighter, and that will come with more time. But yeah, has good football IQ for his size, and also obviously will develop more in a professional environment at Hawthorn.
Yeah.
So that covers him well. So
awesome.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so Jack Dalton, pick 34, finally a mid pickup. So this guy, what a comeback, breaking both his wrists, coming back after injury, bigger and better, winning the Sandringham Dragons best and fairest. He's 177 in height, midfield knowledge, amazing back winning ability, elite endurance and strong work rate. He recorded the fastest 2K time trial at the 25 AFL draft, an elite 5.53. So what a champ. Hawks traded up for this guy, involving a deal with West Coast to secure him, so they must have seen something in him. Hey, I hear that they compare him to Lachie Neale due to his running power and contested work. He's left-handed. Hawks officially highlights in a reel labelling him the toughest player in the draft. Turn my page over. He's selfless, aggressive at the ball and vocal on the field. A natural leader who demands high standards. He's primary an inside mid, but has played on the wing and halfback, using his raw run to connect lines and provide overlap. He's apparently has potential for an early debut due to his mature body and readiness. Exciting prospect for Hawthorn.
Yeah, you got
Woo! Well done, Hawthorn.
you got that mid. He's compared to Lockie Neal. I think he's a blend between Lockie Neal and arguably Zach Merritt. So the one player you went for. You didn't have to give up 3 first-round draft picks. You got a young lad in.
Already.
And, he's ran the best time in the 2K
like
type
I saw
trial.
Sam go there after the draft and shook his family hand, and it was happy
Excited
days.
times.
Happy days.
So I'll just add on to what you had there. So, Centre-hand Dragon running machine. He has had a few setbacks. Under 16 level in 2023, Captain Vic Metro to the National Championships title. So he's captain in the winning team and also was named the most valuable player. He went on to make his Cokes League debut and was primed for a stellar bottom age campaign, but it had a speed bump when he rocked up to the CTL preseason testing in a moon boot. But it was still in good spirits after suffering from a navicular stress fracture injury, so obviously stress fracture in his foot. He got back to the field later, playing that year in Sandringham third consecutive flag. And also he equaled the all-time high in the yo-yo test, equaling 22.4. He had another setback when he snapped both of his wrists. So he had a freak gym accident. I'm not sure if he was doing his curls or what, or was it bench press. Unfortunately, it would have hurt a lot, snapping your wrist. He was supposed to have 12 months off, but he actually returned after 11 weeks, showing determination, guts, and grit. He ended up playing 3 games at the Under-18s Championships and also saw him earn a Team of the Year selection and 5th place in the Moorish Medal. So he is renowned for his running. That's obvious with that time that he ran. And also comes from good footballing pedigree with his grandfather.
So he really covered the oval really well, won't he?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Chain link running player. Paul Briglia is a 16-game player for South Melbourne, which is the Sydney Swans now. They transferred over to, relocated over to Sydney, and Dalton is a Swans fan, modelling his game on current star Errol Goulden. So he loves to run and carry, but I see him probably having more inside skills than Errol. Not to knock Errol. Errol's a good blend of players, but I think this guy's got some absolute skill about him. I'll just finish off his strengths: accumulation, competitive nature, consistency, endurance. His inside and outside balance, meaning he can do both. That's why I think he's a blend between Lockie Neal and Zach Merritt. Needs to work a bit on the explosive speed and kicking on the runner. He can run all day. I think the speed's an easy thing he can fix. I don't think there's much flaw in that. But he can launch a ball inside 50 pretty well. He's a workhorse, runs hard. Averaged around 28.5 disposals in the 8 games, but in his first game back after injury, he actually had 35 touches, showing great ability to come back after that, but also a good tackler, averaged 5.4 tackles per game.
Very happy.
I think that covers him pretty well. So
okay,
pretty happy.
I can't wait to see him out there.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Matt Laray came at pick 56 for the Hawthorn Football Club. He's versatile, hard-running outside midfielder. Another guy, wingman, age 18 years of age, and played for Central Districts. Well done, Centrals, hey? Well done. 3 Hawthorn, got 3 of them.
Yeah.
How comfortable will they be going to Hawthorn?
As a team.
As young lads bunking in together, seeing familiar faces, won't be scared. You playing with these guys normally.
Yeah.
So it will be just like going back to home.
Well, most of their junior career they played together
that's right.
at Central. So Central Districts
it's just brilliant, I reckon.
Yeah, the northern suburbs of Adelaide. So
well done Hawthorn. Described as well-built, powerful, with a running capacity, great size and ability to provide drive from the outside. Standout traits: exceptional work rate, clean hands, both overhead and at ground level. His dual-footed kicking, strong marking, averaging 5.8 marks in the under-18 championship, and gutsy contested play. He's versatile across all thirds of the ground and a strong leader. Looks like we've got lots of strong leaders coming up. He earned all the Aussie selections at the under-18 National Championship, where SA went unbeaten, averaging 16.8 disposals and 5.8 marks as a wingman. He's dominated in the SANFL under-18s for Centrals, averaging 22.3 disposals and 3.9 clearances over 12 games. Other talents, he's a dual sport athlete who captained SA's under-19 cricket team and represented the state as a key spinner at under-17s nationals before committing to footy. Models his footy on Hawthorn's Will Day and has aspirations to emulate Cripps and the Bont. Another player. Woo! Can't wait.
So well done to
Can't
Centrals.
Can't wait to see this one play.
Another talented player. Absolutely. He was high.
You were like pick 56. Like, how does this happen? I'm not complaining, but
so
come on.
Absolutely. So
I can't complain. Hawthorn just picked up a goal guy, picked up another Luke Bruce, kicked up a forward ruck, and two mids.
So I had this guy in my top 10. So if you look at my top 10 to 30 podcast, just a few episodes ago, I'm not sure which number now, but it's a few ago within the draft sort of area you'll see. And I had him in my top 10. I rated this guy. His highlights are exactly like Will Day. His game is so similar to Will Day. The way he marks the ball, puts himself. Will Day does that thing where he marks above his head and then he runs.
Yeah.
So this guy was given a wing position because he's a two-way runner. So like Tony Bamford, once again, a South Australian undefeated coach. He had a pretty stacked midfielder, but he needed to have two wingmen that were capable of running hard both ways, and with a stacked midfield, he had the luxury to put two players. So Harley Barker, who ironically went to Geelong, one of their rivals, but there's a reason why Hawthorn and Geelong don't stay down the bottom of the ladder much, because they pick up players like this. And Harley Barker went around about where I thought. Matt Laray, it is criminal that this man went so late in the draft. I have to say that, and I will say that again. This guy is going to be an absolute star. The recruiters, what are you doing? I don't think some of your recruiters actually know what you're doing. But that's why teams like Geelong and Hawthorn do really good. So yeah, Harley Barker probably models his game similar to Max Holmes. Hawthorn see this guy as being a Will Day type player. There's no doubt about that. Check his highlights out. He can take a good hit, a good bump, runs both ways, elite kicking, has a long booming kick. He is just perfect. There's no reason why this guy should be so late in the draft. He obviously plays cricket with the under 19. Yeah, I'll add that in now. So yeah, South Australia's under 19 cricket side, as we mentioned. He in his bottom age campaign, he made 11 SANFL under 18s appearances, and also surged into the side of the Central District's grand final. He's part of the state under 18s squad. After that, he also made the AFL Grand Final day with the National Futures Showcase game. He headed into 2025 with time spent training with the Adelaide Crows. So the Adelaide Crows, actually, the team had him training with them, the club that he supported growing up.
Anyway?
Well, that he did support him, but
no, he didn't.
Ironically, he trained with them, but they didn't pick him up. So they were looking for a midfielder, but they didn't get a midfielder. So I don't know what's.
But anyway, that's their loss.
Yeah, I mean, it's once again, I'll say again, it's criminal that this man went so late in the draft. He also represented against VFL opposition on 2 occasions for the Futures, and also captained the Central District's under-18s side and made a reserves debut late in the season. Also in the state colours, he ran out a full national carnival, and was named as All-Australian on the wing alongside Harley Barker, who I just mentioned on the wing. Yeah, so that covers him quite well.
Yeah.
I'll just quickly mention his strengths: clean hands, dual-footed, leadership, upside, versatility, work rate, decision-making, and endurance also. So, yeah, he did well. He obviously has a cricket background.
Like I said, all 3 of them from Centrals, all familiar faces, nothing better. Well done, Hawthorn.
And well done the Centrals. It's, a team in the SANFL. For those who don't know, it's based in Elizabeth, and the northern suburbs is a lot tougher area to come from. You don't have it easy there. It's very middle class. From the lower economic scale to middle class. And it's not easy there. That's from my area. So, like I live near there. Growing up, I lived down there.
Not now, it is down
Not
south
nowadays,
now.
but yeah,
Near the beach.
I have a lot of a lot of time for players developing through there, and also would like to thank Centrals for developing these players.
Yeah.
And given an opportunity to play AFL football and be not only that, but be a beacon of hope for all the aspiring footballers in the northern suburbs. Like you work hard and you play well, like your dream can come true. All right, doesn't matter what economic background you're from, your dream can come true. And I appreciate that, Centrals. Well done. Like,
I appreciate it because we got one.
You should be proud.
Go Hawthorn.
That wraps it up. What would you like? You want to add any more?
I've still got Ollie Greavves.
So I mean, like that wraps up Matt Laray.
But I've got Ollie Greavves now, so hey, I'm very excited about this one.
All right.
So we'll talk about
absolutely.
him. So now we're on to Ollie Greavves. Like seriously, why didn't anyone pick this guy up? I'm just blown away about this. Hawthorn got him. I'm not complaining though, but Hawks picking him up as a rookie draft. Pick 12. His height 191 to 92 centimetres, big body midfield forward from the Eastern Ranges. He's a powerful, tough stoppage player with clean hands under pressure, quick decision making, elite poise in traffic, strong at contested possessions, clearances, extracting the ball to spread it effectively. His kicking in a standout, powerful and precise, short in board in tight spaces or kicking 50 metres, goals off a few steps. He links plays into forward 50, takes strong overhead marks, and his scoreboard impact. Key highlights: his dominance, 25.2 disposals, 71 efficiencies, 4.5 clearances for the Vic Metro MVP, All-Australian, Lark medal runner-up, 26.2 disposals, and 1.1 goal average in 9 Coates League games. Strength: his size, power in contests, class, calmness, apparently likely to hardly read without the pay. I wasn't a real big thing about that. Like, I just feel like that was just too much Hawthorn. But that's anyway. Big game performer. Background was an elite basketball player from Victoria Metro under 18. He's widely seen as a steal after sliding down from top 10 projections. Apparently Ollie was sick leading up to the AFL draft, contracting influenza, which prevented him from participating in the combined testing. The illness caused him to lose 5 to 6 kilos body weight. I'm just wrapped about this guy, totally wrapped. So well done, Hawthorn. Woo! Well done.
That's the notes you got down from, yeah. So
what a star.
Looking
at him, looking at him from when he was got the Guernsey, he's in with his family, and looking at photos now, you could tell he was sick. But looking at him now, he just, he's got all the muscles happening, and he just looks solid. And Hawthorn's just rating him high in the when they talk about him. So yeah, I'm really happy. So yeah.
Once again.
Yeah,
once again, it's another criminal decision.
Yeah, like
that this man.
Rookie, we got picked him up in the rookie. Like,
yeah,
And I was looking at him all the whole time thinking, wow, why isn't Hawthorn picking this guy up? Seriously. And then no one picks him up.
So, like I said, it's criminal that this man went so far. It should have never went in the rookie draft. Recruiters, look, I'm about positivity with this podcast, but I'm also, you got to have a bit of common knowledge. You got to just say it like, that's the truth of the matter, that this man deserved better. I'm glad that he's on the Hawthorn list, and absolutely, I think he's gonna
dominate.
be that player that he's got a point to prove.
Yeah, that's right. No one wanted him. Hawthorn picked him up, so
proof.
he's got a point to prove. What other things have you got to add?
Just the fact that this guy just didn't get picked up. That's the one thing. I just want to drive that home. That other clubs let this guy slide. He was crook, so what? He missed the combine.
Yeah, I know. I just don't get it.
The combine to me doesn't matter. He's a big inside midfielder. He's not gonna. He doesn't need to run fast over 20 meters. Some of these things they do at the combine. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Sometimes it is almost irrelevant. So, sometimes it's good to have traits, but that's not the be all and end all. Players that have good, times and all that. So, it's not something that reads the player's brain and the testing that goes on and how they read the play. So, we'll just add in, as you mentioned, he played basketball, but he was also under 15s, under 16s All-Australian. So also ended up in the under 18s All-Australian. Vic Metro MVP award. And also, had 2 games against VFL opposition. So, he, former teammate of Eastern Rangers, Josh Smiley. And then, he's got drafted to Richmond last year. So, he took on his Guernsey. He sort of wasn't afforded a bottom-age Victorian Metro under-18s berth last year, but he turned out to be in the under-17s Futures Series. And also, he went on the build 10 Coates League talent appearances. Also, with the Eastern, he went on to be one of the first premiership winners since 2013 for the side, lifting up the Premiership Cup as co-captain. Amid his school football commitments and the Caulfield Grammar and representative in the Big V. So he was also supposed to be one of Hawthorn's NGA products, Next Generation Academy, but it was denied through the AFL, so they weren't given priority access. But he ended up there anyway, so ironically, other teams didn't go for that. But his great uncle is Edward Kaji Greavves, who the Cats Best and Fairest Award is named after. Obviously, their rivalry. But his great uncle was a 2-time premiership player and Brownlow medalist at his time in Kardinia Park. So quite good traits there and family history of football. His strengths are class, clean hands, kicking power, scoreboard impact, size, stoppage craft. He needs work on defensive transition, speed, but those things can come eventually.
Well, I think the analysts saying that Hawthorn got an A for their efforts.
Absolutely. So
well done.
He averaged 11 contested possessions along with 4 clearances. He had most of his possessions were contested possessions throughout the national championships, but dropped to 38% when he was in the Coates Talent League because he was had more time on the outside and using the ball well. I liked that he could read the ball well. Also spent time resting up forward. That had moments in the season where he had a burst of 4 goals in 6 minutes during the Rangers preliminary final over GWV Rebels. He stationed himself one out in the inside 50 as he monstered opponents aerially and took strong marks overhead and converted the goals. Also kicked 11 goals in 10 games across that year and en route to MVP honours. So, that
pretty good.
That covers him really good.
Yeah.
The influenza one with the combine, I think it's just,
bad luck when
it's not like he
No,
had
it's
a
not.
major injury or anything,
Yeah.
and he'll come back.
That's right.
And like you mentioned, he's really put the weight on.
Yeah.
I think that covers him pretty well. I'll just quickly talk about your supplementary picks. Brodie McLaughlin, he unfortunately had a major leg injury by breaking his foot, but he was standing 193 centimetres. He was a former AFL listed player at Gold Coast after being delisted in 2023. He also went back to Williamstown to look to revive his top flight career. He kicked 71 majors in 71 majors in 20 appearances for the side. Yeah, so that's sad to see him unfortunately injured. I don't think he'll probably get picked up. So obviously Flynn Perez from Sturt, utility, 187 centimetres. Perez is yet another SSP candidate. With AFL experience, he was drafted by North Melbourne in 2020, playing 24 games before being delisted at the end of the season of 2023. While being hampered with knee injuries, he also shown potential and continued with a move to the SNFL, where he played for Sturt, where he managed to play 28 league appearances and also had 2 seasons to help take out this year's premiership. So he was in a premiership winning side for Sturt. And also, thirdly, Ethan Stanley, Box Hill Hawks wingman. Stanley is back for same sort of territory, having been picked up in the mid-season draft and recruit to Fremantle. So yeah, he was originally from Box Hill, so he went to Fremantle. He managed only 2 AFL appearances out west before being delisted, having linked back up with the Hawthorn's VFL side. He is training with the senior group in hopes of having a second chance at the elite level. He's good by foot, hard running, also wingman, and a booming left kick. Also, there's Kyle D. Clays. He is also training with Hawks senior group, but is not currently undergoing the SSP trial. So probably going to play at Box Hill. That covers them all. Who would you like out of those 3?
Yeah, maybe the Sturt one.
Okay, bit of Premiership SNFL experience. A utility.
Yeah.
Can play either role, or you can have a tall wingman. I think that's who it's going to be out of. So
I just want to touch base before we finish up. Just the Guernsey numbers that some of the players have got now. We've got Nick Watson. Well done, Nick. Getting number 5, Sam Mitchell. Guernsey. We're looking at Dylan Moore's got number 8. Number 9, Dippers and Crawford's old number, going to Connor McDonald. Well done. Number 30, which was Dylan Moore, he gave his Guernsey up to Kashi Deer, who's following in his late father. So congrats, well done, and well done to Dylan
great
Moore.
story there.
Yeah. Cameron Nairn, number 22, which is Luke Bruce. Aiden Schubert has 29. Matt Laray, 31. Congrats. Jack Dalton, number 34. And last but not least, Ollie Greavves, number 35. Well done. I just want to I can't wait. I'm excited. And we're playing Bulldogs in the pre-season. Yeah. I can't wait. I don't know why we always get Bulldogs, but anyway, I can't wait. And yeah, exciting games.
We got West Coast.
This is not Crows.
Well, we get to sit in none one run around, but yeah, you got a couple of things there about.
Yeah, just we've got enough time. Do you
think?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay, so just quick talk about our legacy players that came for a bit of a potential father and son spotted in training last week. We've got Ben Crawford, who's likely to be available for 26. I haven't heard much about any of these players, to be honest. I know, like we've talked about, he wasn't there though at this time, which is Hodgie's son. But he's at Brisbane, but he's came over a few times. And then there's Percy Burgoyne, who's in 2027.
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah, so what they'll be like and whether we get them or whether they're, I suppose, good enough.
So yeah, they'll go.
We haven't had too many father and son.
You did mention that. You want to mention that about. Yeah, you feel like your team hasn't had many, so it'd be
we haven't. So it'd be good for at least one of them to step up, and Hawthorn steps in and can grab them. My worry is I suppose there's been a lot of talk with Hodges' son the most, because he's due next year, and Brisbane. I don't know, Brisbane
are looking maybe,
and they don't need any more players. Come on, Brisbane.
Well, are Brisbane going to have enough picks next year to have?
They're like superstar.
Are they going to be able to bid
They
on
don't
him?
need any more. They don't need Hodgie's son.
They've got a good recruiting side there too.
They have, haven't they?
Well
done.
Not only that, they did well through the trade period.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, Hodgie's son, I think.
Yeah, so Burgoyne, obviously you wouldn't mind him if he's good enough to go to Port, but you know, Silt did win all his premierships with Hawthorn.
He won one at Port.
Yeah, but who really cares?
Then had a bit of a
so
fallout.
It's really
with the club.
about the three-peat for Hawthorn.
No, there's no doubt about that. There's good ties to both teams, but
Imagine our home,
a stronger
Hawthorn and Port.
Yeah,
It doesn't work.
strong. I mean, you got a lot of ex-Port players. So
It's good. They wanted to come over to Hawthorn. You know, obviously if something bad was happening at Port.
Shout out to Aiden and MP, mate.
Awesome.
No,
there was Wingard too. Like Wingard, what a star he was.
Just
Always when he seems,
injured.
always like seemed when he was just playing so hard, he got injured. But
just wasn't his time there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hodgie's son is still dependent on if they bid on him, and then Hawthorn will put a bid on him, and then Brisbane will have to match it if they want him through the academy.
Yeah.
So it's all dependent on. Yes, look. So you didn't give up many first round draft picks for Zach Merritt. So you got a few picks in the tank there. So
yeah. No, good. I'm really excited about watching the pre-season just to see how these young lads do, and some of the other players who, have had a few goes in the mid and haven't sort of done it for us.
Yeah.
You know, the ones who are in the Box Hill. So I'm looking forward to like Anderson maybe coming up, a couple of these other young lads. I'm a big Ramstead fan. I don't feel like we've given him enough shots.
I thought he played all right.
He's played only probably 2 or 3 games, but each time he was in there, then he was like out.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I'm excited for Hawthorn. Go Hawthorn, and you'll probably see me next year, maybe. I don't know. Next year.
We're going to Geelong versus Hawthorn at Easter Monday. I'm going to see Richmond versus the Port Adelaide Football Club at the MCG. So we're going to be going there. So that's going to be exciting. Yeah. But
I'll come in when Hawthorn plays. I'll come in and have a chat about the Hawks.
Just on the draft.
Woo!
On the draft there, we sat there and watched it on KO, as I do every year. It's one of those things I like to watch, the draft. It's a thing that's special to me, and I enjoy my football, obviously, and going through all that process as a younger fella. But the whole thing with I had some mates drafted as well. There's nothing better than seeing mates get drafted too. But when we sat down and watched your team, I highlighted these players that I thought your team should get, and I think they nailed every single one.
Yeah.
They nailed every single one.
They really did a good job.
From Ollie, Greavves, going as late as they did, they still got him. He was one that I wanted your team to get. Dalton was one that was under the radar but made it. You got a tall forward as Schubert. You got Cameron Narn. And also you got Matt Laray, who I rated really highly. Probably the steal of the draft. You got him so cheaply as a player.
We're pretty smart at Hawthorn.
You absolutely are. That's why you get an A.
Well done.
So you should be proud.
I am.
I know you are. But you've done a great job.
Happy member. Just wish you guys came over here more often. Come on.
We only
got the.
Oh, we got gather round.
So, we got gather round tickets.
Bulldogs, so.
Well, actually, he didn't.
No, I got the tickets.
Oh, that's right. He's in the.
I got tickets.
He's at the hill.
Hill
with
the
all
best spot.
All the drinkers.
That's the best spot.
I'm with the cheer squad. Woohoo!
So yeah, that is there anything you would like to add? That's pretty good.
I'm happy. I'm done.
Yeah, so A+ for you guys.
A+.
You got the Central District boys. Shout out to everyone there.
Awesome.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
You're pretty happy with that?
Yeah, all good.
Cheers. Thanks, everyone.
See ya.
Merry Christmas too. I hope you had a great one. Thank you.